snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackass? It's your boy Gage. This is LS Weekly. I am joined on the couch and the chair by the homie Shen.
Yes, sir.
That's him right there. And the homie Coop.
It's me right
who
here.
has never seen Lord of the Flies. Never
and
seen Lord of the Flies.
Just swelled about it. Oh,
and
so
lied
great.
to us.
Great.
So how's everybody doing?
I'm great now.
You great.
I'm great.
You're great. Yeah,
great.
Coop, everything okay?
Trying to keep it together, man.
Trying to stop lying, guys. So K, you alright? He shook his head, y'all.
So I guess that means he's okay.
Laryngitis.
Okay.
Laryngitis.
Oh, he got cooties. Okay.
Yeah, well. Camera cooties.
Camera cooties.
Camera cooties. Yeah. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about. It's a lot to unpack. This week, a lot happened. Okay? So, real quick recap. Nerdpocalypse was last weekend. Awesome.
Yes, it was.
We had a great time. Hosted a pretty dope panel with some pretty dope cosplayers on it. Actually had some extra people on it.
Yeah. Got kind of packed up there.
Hosted it in Lucky's Bar, and it was the Harry Potter themed. Had the candles floating in the sky, and the Harry Potter playing on all the
movie playing,
and then all the Disney music playing in the background.
Well, it was cranking.
And it did not take long for people to get drunk.
Not even a little bit.
At all. And then helped host the sorting hat. They did a sorting hat.
You did that.
People filled out questionnaires, and we put the sorting hat on the people and picked their Harry Potter houses. And most people were happy with the houses they ended up.
Most were.
I'm
Most
gonna
were.
say most people were
were.
happy about that. There was karaoke a couple times.
Yeah.
And lots of pictures. Ghostbusters, Charm City Ghostbusters were there. We had some Charm City pizza.
Yeah. Pretty good.
That was pretty good pizza.
It was.
That was pretty good pizza.
Where do you rank it?
Put it at a 8. Yeah, I put an 8 on the pizza scale.
I can already say, if you say 6 and you ate yours and took some of mine, you better bring that in. Swelling. Right. Yeah, nah, pretty good.
Okay, Charm City pizza. Okay.
Yep. We had some good conversation in there. I was like, listen, if right now while we're sitting in this restaurant, you look out this window and we see that people are running, and it just turns into a zombie thing, what do?
We run.
Well, Coop said, going out the back door. I said, I'm with you. New Joker's like, going out there. I'm going out
Right
front.
out the front door.
I'm gonna go out front and I'm gonna go to the upstairs bar. I said, you going to the dead end? You going to the dead end? Oh yeah, you can't.
He was.
Now I told him, I said, listen, if Sim was here, I could call him right now. He will know where to meet me. There's already a plan.
It's easy. We're
not telling him. We're not telling him.
No.
I just want you to know.
There's a plan in place.
I know the plan.
He knows the plan.
Okay.
Still, he's not gonna make it. I'm just gonna give you that. He's not gonna make it.
Because I had a plan of my own, and he didn't trust that plan.
And listen.
So, you know.
My
Now,
plan is foolproof.
Listen to me.
Okay.
If we were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse and I had a plan,
Coop going first.
the pawns go first, and Coop had a plan,
Okay.
who you rocking with? Hey Coop, I don't mean you no harm.
The man who just lied about seeing the Lord of the Flies poster
Listen, because Coop was like,
and almost
nah,
getting Charm Pizza at 6.
I already got somebody with a bunker. No, you don't, dog.
Right.
Maybe he does. But maybe he does. I'm not taking that chance.
I'm not taking that chance.
I ain't going with Coop.
Nope.
We'll get there and they be like, ain't no room for y'all.
Click.
Yeah,
Ain't no room for Coop.
Yeah, the tide has turned. Love you, Coop. So listen, check this out. You know what? Before we get in, there's a lot to cover. But Coop had something that he wanted to talk about. I want you to talk to me because Infinity War is around the corner. It is about a week and a day away. Okay, not as of the recording, clearly, not as of when you're seeing this, but the excitement is brewing.
Yes.
I'm getting antsy. I'm ignoring all TV spots. I'm not looking at anything on the internet. I'm done. I had enough. It's just time to watch. However, you had something you wanted to talk about as far as Infinity War is concerned. Please speak on it.
Yes, there was an article today saying that Marvel has some new marketing plan where it's only been in Australia so far, in major cities in Australia. But they have posters of the Infinity War poster, and if it has a yellow strip on it and it has Thanos and it says, "Do you dare rip down Thanos?" and you take it, if you take this poster off on the back of it, there's actually tickets to the screening and the pre-screening as well. That is happening all throughout Australia, there's been a lot of tweets about it, and they say maybe it's in other major cities all across the world, London, New York. So people are looking out for those a lot more now.
Are you looking?
No, I'm not. I already have my tickets, so
Oh, you got tickets?
yes, I have tickets.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We just run around just ripping the finger on
Just
Take them joints down.
smashing.
Yeah, but it's only the one where Thanos, and it says you dare to
Right.
rip Thanos down. So yeah, and they said they're already like halfway ripped too. It's not like you gotta like really peel it off. So
It's pre-ripped.
yeah,
Who's putting these up?
Marvel? I don't know.
Marvel
There's a
Street
Marvel Street Team.
Marvel Street Team, baby.
Out there
Yeah, killing it.
getting it.
Killing it in Australia.
Just, you know what? That brick wall looks like it needs
It needs
some
to-
tickets.
Slap.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they said there's a full set of instructions for the pre-screening and regular screenings. Of
Oh,
course.
so it goes with tickets and instructions.
Yeah.
What happens if you rip up the instructions? You don't know how to use your
Hey, you
tickets.
ain't.
That's your fault.
Hey,
That's your fault.
That's
You get the post on Instagram, you found some tickets.
deleted scenes in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know.
Hey,
What happens when you go to ticket after you can't find it?
That's it. You don't get nothing.
nothing.
Coop don't get nothing. Okay. That was it.
That was
hype?
it.
You think it's a good? I mean, it's a good strategy. I mean, because at
They
this
said
point,
they're
I'm like
making-
everything's sold out.
They
Like,
said they're making so much money, and with the ticket sales already.
We'll just give some tickets away.
Yeah, they said they're just pretty much just giving tickets away at this point.
I mean, we had to put GoFundMe's together to get kids to Black Panther. What is this?
You ain't lying.
What is this?
It was a setup. Black Panther.
Right. Like, okay. It's a good marketing ploy.
I would think so. Yeah.
Are you running around looking for
No.
posters for real?
I am not.
If you see one,
if
If I saw one, I would definitely like hop out my car, and because obviously I'm driving.
You had the red light. You just park and run.
So I'm like, take
run
the wheel.
and-
I'll be right.
Hey, wait.
Take the wheel. Move around the corner.
honking at it. Oh, no tickets.
No tickets on this one.
Right.
And look, he's like, dude, it's a green light.
Everybody get back in the car.
Tickets. It was no
Everybody,
tickets.
Don't get back in the car.
I had to try.
You know, what if they were here? You don't know about this?
You don't know?
You should watch Loading Snacks. We talked about it.
Follow me on Instagram.
Hey, so check this out. This is big news, right? I mean, I guess it is kind of. So, Minecraft. Go ahead and say it.
Most unstoppable game ever.
My man. So, Minecraft, the most unstoppable game ever.
Yep.
That's the official title.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So, Minecraft for the Switch. Now, remember when? It was a big deal at E3 last year when they announced that Minecraft was going to hit Switch, but Minecraft was also going to be cross-platform with everybody except Sony.
Right.
Right?
Because they're the ones that don't want to play ball for whatever reason.
Well, yes. I mean, and the reasoning behind it kind of
Right.
came out later that, like,
Right.
you have to sign into an Xbox Live account to do that. And I can kind of see how, if you're PlayStation, you don't want people on your platform signing into. It's one thing to have a game that when it boots up, it says Microsoft. It's a whole other thing to have people sign into their Xbox Live account through their PSN account. You know what I mean? But they announced last week that they are bringing Xbox achievements to the Switch version of Minecraft.
I did see something about that.
So you will be logging in to your Xbox Live account, but you will be getting Xbox achievements.
And it's dope.
I do too, because I think if you're young and even if you're playing on Switch, even if it's the only console you have, right? Now you get an Xbox Live account.
And you got achievements already.
You in there, right?
Yeah.
They start touting that Game Pass, right?
Or vice versa. Like, you have Minecraft on the Xbox, but you know what?
Take it over
Going
to
on
the Switch.
vacation, you know what I mean? I still want to play my Minecraft. I can
You
still
still
keep,
get your achievements.
Exactly.
I think that's pretty dope.
And if Nintendo's not, I don't know what Nintendo's planning on doing as far as like trophies, achievements, all that type of stuff.
Probably nothing.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
if you can get those along with theirs, that's cool too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if not, you're still earning towards achievements if achievements are something you're into.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo's going the achievement trophy route. I think it's just too late for that. I just think it's way past that. But I just thought that was interesting that
No, it is. That they're allowing another competitor to, you're able to get achievements on their system. You know what I'm saying? You get the game, for their system.
Mm-hmm.
You have their system, but you're getting achievements for a whole nother thing.
But they're still making money on it, and we know like achievements. If you haven't gotten into achievements, like it can be addicting. Like
absolutely.
Oh, what do I have to do to get the next achievement? What do I have to do to get this? What do I have to, you know what I mean? And I'm wondering whether or not there have been rumors and some talk about the possibility of your achievement scores being able to actually be used for something. I know it was years ago on the Xbox 360 they talked about that, but like recently there's been talk about that.
I believe
so
what
I'm
I
wondering.
said.
Well, sure. I give it till E3. You know what I mean? Then we'll put it back in the can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just, you know, that's where I am. Shenmue. All right, now look. Okay, so over the weekend,
I said it.
Sega had a
I said it.
kind of like a almost like their own like PSX kind of thing they did in Japan, which is
Like a Nintendo Direct almost. Or
it was like an event. It was like a
people actually
Sega. It was like a
came out
Sega
and-
fan event kind
Okay.
of thing. Like
okay.
and so they made a bunch of announcements. A Mega Drive Mini,
Right.
Like the NES Mini. I don't know about that, but one of the things, of course, was Shenmue 1 and 2 being remastered.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We kind of knew it had to happen.
It has to. You can't put out Shenmue 3 with so many people never playing 1 and 2 and not understand why Shenmue 3
Where
is
you
a
are,
big-
because the story carries over.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
designed to
people
be a
don't
trilogy.
understand why everybody's so like. There's a generation of people out there that don't understand why Shenmue.
Shoot,
3
might be two. It's two generations of people.
Yeah,
You know
don't
what
understand
I mean?
why like we're so hype about. We're finally getting Shenmue 3. They have to put it out, regardless, on these consoles that it's coming out on to be able to. You know what I mean?
Are you familiar with Shenmue at all?
Yeah, I never played it, but I know the games.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Remember when he lied about?
I was, yeah.
I
You're
just
lying again.
yeah.
What kind of job did you have?
here's-
Oh, you never played it, right?
He said he never
I
played.
never played it.
Fair enough.
But technically, right? Like a lot of the team that was doing Shenmue moved over and did the Yakuza series. So Yakuza is more or less the spiritual successor to Shenmue. And I mean, I Shenmue was essentially like the first kind of open world game. Like you like your ability to walk anywhere in that town, go in the stores, buy stuff, play separate arcade games. Like there was nothing like that when that game came out on the Dreamcast like 2 decades ago.
Absolutely not.
Right? And then the Xbox kind of played the spiritual successor to the Dreamcast because many of those games, like Shenmue 2 was Xbox and it was exclusive. And many of the games and franchises that were on the Dreamcast moved to the Xbox. Panzer Dragoon, Orta, which they just made backwards compatible, stuff like that. Like, they did a deal. Originally, Sega went to Microsoft to try to get the Xbox to be backwards compatible with the Dreamcast. And they talked about it, but it just never happened. And when that kind of fell through, they ended up doing an exclusive 11 game deal, and that's kind of why the original Xbox is more or less the spiritual successor to the Dreamcast. But here's what's interesting to me about this news, more than the fact that they're doing a remastered 1 and 2, because that makes sense. And there's some talk about why they didn't just do this at first, just announce that they were doing this and use that money to put towards making a Shenmue 3 or whatever. But here's what I find interesting. As far as we know, the Shenmue 3 is only coming out on PC and PlayStation 4.
Right. As of right now. Correct.
But Shenmue 1 and 2 is being remastered for Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC. So does that mean, do you think that it's just a timed exclusive that's going to end up for PS4 and eventually it is coming to Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long?
Your max.
Full year?
Full year max.
Okay.
If PlayStation is putting up money, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Right, putting up money behind it, I think a full year is fair.
Okay. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I just think to me, it's why would you even bother putting it on there if you're not? I mean, obviously you want to make as much money as you can, get it on as many systems
True,
as you can.
and like I
but-
said, you want when it does come to the system, you know, you want.
Yeah, I just feel like you if you're gonna do 1 and 2 and you're gonna remaster them and put them on there, you put it on both systems. You know, like you just at some point. Does it even matter to you?
No,
Who?
it doesn't.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? That was so honest. Because I know you don't know what's going on here, but that was very honest.
Yeah, nah, he's lost.
Yeah.
I mean, I know of the game. I've seen my cousin play it before. The dude with the brown jacket, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you plan on? I know I'm asking someone who don't really play games, but
You are. asking
I'm
somebody
gonna
who
ask it
plays
because
games.
we're here. Do you plan on playing these when they come out?
Maybe.
Safe
That is
answer.
a
Safe
hard. That
answer.
is a hard no. Sir, that is a hard no.
That's a safe answer on camera.
That's probably.
what
Yeah,
that
I
is.
mean,
Are
eventually.
you coached?
Huh?
Are you coached with your answers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I just.
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
I have a lot of games to catch up with, and that's not even in my radar. To be honest with you, so.
Yeah, that's true. They take some time.
They do.
I really want to see what they do with them because the controls and like it's. I mean, it's a.
Oh, yeah. It's
Games,
gonna be the
they're
overhaul.
old,
Yeah.
bruh, they're old.
Classics.
But they were groundbreaking at the time. But the ground is so broken now, bro. Like I feel like woo, they're gonna be pretty ugly.
Yeah, you can be playing it just for pretty much story and nostalgia purposes at this point.
Yeah, and hoping that the control scheme is gonna be better when you get 3.
One thing that would be smart that they do that Yakuza did with 3, 4, and 5. They put a mode in there that you can go to from the menu when you first boot up the game. That you can go and watch all the events from the previous games. So that if you don't have access to them, you're completely caught up on the background and the story and all that kind of stuff. It's like sitting watching a movie.
Kind of like how they did with Mass Effect 3 hit and the older games hadn't come out on PlayStation.
They did like
watch
a
the
little
comic
yeah,
book
something like,
and
and you
make
make the
decisions,
choices.
so
Yeah, something in the same vein. But it's this in this one you just watching the movie.
So you're saying for Shenmue 3,
when that comes out,
they should do something that
they should do
recaps 1
something
and 2.
like that for people who
Don't bother to do 1 and 2.
exactly.
It's only $30 for both games. For the remastered version of both games. So that's not bad at all.
Nah.
But depending on when Shenmue drops, like I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that. I'm just gonna be super real about it.
And with a remaster, that's not like an HD. Just
I mean, it's yeah, pretty much.
yeah, they're gonna have to do some tweaks, and they might throw something in there like
Nah, you ain't get no extra.
no, this is gonna
No,
be
sir.
straight,
No, sir.
straight original.
Yeah.
Take it as it is.
Yeah, this is
with
it.
a shiny coat of paint on it, and just run with it.
Yep. Accept this. $30. Accept them both.
Just take this.
Have it. Take
Take
that.
that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
yeah.
I'm cool with that.
All right, listen. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break.
Quick one.
Okay, we're gonna come back, and we need to discuss Call of Duty. We're gonna talk about Call of Duty. We need to.
Yeah, we do.
We need to. We're gonna talk Call of Duty. So we will be right back.
Right now.
Loading snacks.
Welcome back, snackers, snackettes. Let's just jump right into this. Call of Duty. Generally speaking, I don't care. I'm just keeping it. I just want it all out there. I generally don't care. I don't normally play Call of Duty. I haven't really played Call of Duty since probably like Black Ops 1. Maybe 2.
In the interest of fairness, if you don't mind,
Oh, I don't mind.
I don't give two either.
Yeah, no.
I haven't played it since probably Warfare 3.
Okay. What about you, Coop?
If they do the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, I will play that. That was my favorite.
I did that already.
No, that's Warfare 1. Modern Warfare 1. They didn't do 2 yet.
Did you say 2?
Yeah.
You just said Modern Warfare Remastered. I just wanted to. I'm pretty sure you just said Modern Warfare Remastered.
I said 2. Okay. But,
We'll watch this. We'll run it back. Y'all let us know in the comments.
But, yeah, I haven't played it since Advanced Warfare.
That wasn't that long ago.
I don't know. I haven't played it. This felt like...
But either way,
so,
it hasn't been that important to you. Why?
no. I don't know. It just got... honestly, Titanfall kicked me off Call of Duty.
Interesting.
To be honest with you.
Interesting.
Titanfall kicked me off.
The first
and then,
Titanfall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, of course I got Titanfall 2, but I just never really cared about Call of Duty after that.
Okay. So the when you play Call of Duty, did you play the multiplayer or did you only play story?
Both.
Okay.
I did both.
Okay. I don't care about the multiplayer at all in Call of Duty, and that's pretty much why I don't bother anymore. Cause I mean, you know, I mean the stories are decent, right? Like I mean, people said that the stories are fun, but I don't see me paying the full $60 price point.
Right.
When literally half of what's there, technically less than half of what's there, I'm gonna say, because majority of the time and effort is put into multiplayer because that's what lives after the game comes out.
I'm gonna say like when like Call of Duty, like it's Modern Warfare and something like 1 and the ones before that, the World War II ones, the single player was so like they were doing something new,
right?
Something different, and it was. I would say it was worth it when you're paying that full price to get that experience. But now a lot of people have taken that format and that idea and using it in so many things now. It's not unique anymore.
Yeah.
So it's not worth playing that admission just to play, that one aspect of the game.
It's part of the reason why we're having this conversation. Really, the main reason why we're having this conversation is because there are rumors abound that, and it started with an article from Polygon. With anonymous sources saying that the new Call of Duty that has been announced, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which is scheduled to release October 12th.
Yes, sir.
Will not have a single-player campaign. Reportedly will not have a single-player campaign. That apparently Treyarch, who's doing this game, they have 3 studios. It's Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and anyway,
I'll say the wrong thing if I.
Yeah, nah, but say it anyway. I just want to see if it's wrong.
Because
if it's right, I'll know.
Infinity War,
it's Infinity War. That's it.
It is Infinity War.
It's Infinity War.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's the third one. So this go around is Treyarch, and they basically what is being said in the article, and again, this is still rumor and speculation, that they realize that they don't have enough time to complete the single-player campaign. So not that they didn't start one or that there wasn't going to be one, but that they don't have enough time to complete it.
I find that to be the most interesting thing. With that, like, you've been doing this franchise for years. You know what
Correct.
I mean? You know that it's right. You know this is a cycle. You know what I mean? You have the same cycle as everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So my first reaction hearing that is that whatever you're doing with multiplayer, you put in way more time and effort into that than you did the single player campaign with this one.
Sure.
Made it more bigger.
Sure,
obviously,
but I think that's what it has been for
the past years.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. And they just put their focus and drive and team behind that, and the single player just fell behind. So it's like, we're not gonna have one. Maybe it'll be in the season pass. You know what I mean? Like, well, at some point, hey, here's a single player campaign.
If the single player campaign is in the season pass, I'm gonna throw up in a bucket.
Which you should.
And I'm gonna mail it to them.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
That's a terrible bit of mail I would not want to receive. Bucket of Earl.
If the single player
from
campaign
the postal service
is in the season pass, chuckable offense. Listen,
just saying it.
I know I'm
not. You know what I'm saying? Out of the realm. You know what I'm saying? Things I can see happen.
I'm with you 100%. Look, so yeah, the fact that they started it and can't complete it.
Right.
Now, there's the possibility, right, that the intention was for it to come out a little bit later, right? October 12th is early for a Call of Duty game. Call of Duty games are usually first, second week in November, something like that, right before Black Friday. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. So for them to be in the first week of October, to me, is a move that says, we don't want no parts of Red Dead, because Red Dead comes out like the last week of October.
Hey, look, we just had that discussion. Nobody wants part of Red Dead this year when it comes out.
Except for
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom
They're
Hearts
the only ones that get to pass.
If they come, listen, if Square comes out at E3 and says that they're dropping Kingdom Hearts the same day as Red Dead, and pre-orders are live, it's a wrap.
Absolutely.
It's a wrap.
And another reason why, besides the name and the franchise, why they can get away with it, it's completely different from something like Red Dead. Completely different.
Exactly.
So people like a lot of people go get both and have two different experiences, like nothing similar. You know,
can't even really put your time into both of them joints.
No,
They are time-consuming vacuum, black holes of video game consumption, bruh. Just.
And I plan on being absorbed in both of them.
Sure. Good luck.
Not at the same time.
One's going right.
No, not the same time.
Which means
You'd be so confused.
one of them has it on the back burner. Nonetheless.
Oh, it'll be Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna keep it straight.
Right.
Looking for Goofy and Red Dead, you'd be like, what the?
Yeah. It'll be Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, I find it interesting that this has happened. But here's the thing: once that article dropped, then a bunch of other outlets started to drop very similar articles, like kind of confirming that they had sources that were also telling them the same thing. But there was also news that came out that they are having Raven Software. Raven is doing a battle royale specifically for Call of Duty. Now I know battle royale is the new thing.
Everybody trying to capitalize,
and as they should.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Not mad at it at all. No.
And I think it could be interesting. Like, it could be a completely different...
First person, something Call of Duty-ish, still keeps the essence of Call of Duty.
Yeah, like if you prestige or you gain, levels faster if you survive longer, kind of a thing. Like, there's definitely ways that it could work. And certainly maybe more interiors. But the rumor is, though, that when it drops, it's not going to be 100 people.
Okay.
Stuff like that might come later.
Yeah.
So that kind of puts it at a disadvantage. Because who knows what kind of condition PUBG will really be in by that time. By the end of the year?
Hey, same thing with Fortnite.
I couldn't even say words.
Same thing with Fortnite.
That's right.
Fortnite has become the monster you can't, like...
Let me tell you something. Can I just...
pushing forward.
Those were really going to be words. I just couldn't say... Those were going to be words.
Hey. Fortnite is on the right path.
Mobile,
you can't stop Fortnite right now.
No doubt. But I've been saying for years, we've had this discussion. I've been saying for years that I think it's time for Call of Duty to split up and do a multiplayer game for $30 or $40 and do a single player game for $30 or $40, right? I'd be perfectly willing to spend that kind of money, like right now, I wouldn't necessarily mind getting a Call of Duty when the price drops. You know what I mean? Even though I'm getting the whole thing, I'm still not going to play half of what's there. You know what I'm saying? So if they put it out for $30 or $40, I probably wouldn't have any problem doing that. Especially like if you could do that and then focus on doing like extra campaign or DLC stuff for the campaign, for the story, you know what I mean, for the single player, or make it co-op, whatever. Like, I would much rather it be co-op, you know what I'm saying, even than just that. But let the people who love the multiplayer and really only care about and spend time in the multiplayer, let them have it. You know what I mean? But don't continue to charge the people who aren't going to play one or the other for the whole package, right?
Yeah, I think this is a great game to have this happen on because it's so split.
Yeah, I mean,
there's pretty much a huge difference between.
Yeah, like you have the multiplayer people who are the majority of people. Then you got the rest of us who are just in it for the single player campaign. Right? It needs.
You don't want the single player to feel like it's half-assed, right?
Yes.
But if you gave me a single player that, for all intents and purposes, was quote unquote half-assed, if it was $30 or $40,
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. Yeah.
Right.
I know what I'm paying for.
And if somebody wants both, like if it's $40 for the single player and $40 for the multiplayer, and somebody wants both, and they get both for $60,
done.
You know what I mean, or something like that, and then let them pay for their you know, map packs and all that. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not in it for that. But if you could, but again, look, you have 3 different teams that work on Call of Duty, right? So if you can take 2 of those teams and say, okay, look, you 2 focus on doing multiplayer. And just worry about multiplayer. Put together a plan that works the way the Division works, that works the way... Anything Ubisoft is doing and doing right now. The way the Division is, the way Rainbow Six is, right? Put the game out. Let that one game rock for 2 years. You have a season 1, you do a season 2. People buy a season 2 season pass or whatever, right? They get the extra maps, the extra characters, the extra
updates
guns,
coming in between,
you know, whatever,
stuff like that, right?
And you focus on that and you let that roll the money in, right? And then you take another team, even if you have to do 2 separate teams, and you rotate them back and forth between doing yearly versions of the story mode, even if they're smaller, right? Even if they're episodic, right? Like, Think
True,
about the idea
true.
of doing a couple of a smaller Call of Duty campaign that goes right into Game Pass. You know what I'm saying, or something like that, and it's released in episodes, right? So you do 4 episodes. One's released every 3 months. Right, once
and
a quarter,
achievements and all that type of stuff. You get
right?
and stuff that especially if stuff carries over to the next one.
Right. That's
Gives
what I'm
that
saying.
replay value and all that
just
kind of stuff.
You,
Yeah,
you
milk
could
it.
certainly build something around maintaining the name of the franchise, right? So that the name still has the recognition, but that the story still means something. Because right now, the story doesn't really mean anything. Like a lot of times when people go, man, I love Black Ops 2. But they don't love Black Ops 2 for the story. Even if they tell you that was the last time the story was good, they love the Black Ops 2 play. Like when Black Ops 2 got released backwards compatible on Xbox, the numbers went through the roof. You know what I mean? People wanted to get back on and play that. So that's the only other thing that I can think of as a good reason why there may have been an issue with them getting to the content they needed to develop for this game. Because Treyarch, if people were still really enjoying the multiplayer that came out on Treyarch's last game 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and they've had their team still maintain the servers and dealing with all that kind of stuff because people are still on it and still playing it, then that surely could keep you busy enough that you're like, well, we can do multiplayer because we've been continuously working on those assets anyway because we had to continue to maintain them from the last game. And we just really didn't have time to put it in. But for the kind of money that they have, they should be able to expand their team enough.
Yeah, that would sell.
You know,
that would
for
sell like
Activision.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
At like $30 and then like some type of DLC.
Right.
Packs.
If it was another
Black Friday
$20
pack or
or
something.
whatever for a pack that was a season pass or whatever, and you got more story, more characters,
Yeah,
and
that would sell like crazy.
give me skins and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And then you could maybe even incentivize some of those people who are into that story to say, hey, there's a deal right now. If you jump into the multiplayer or whatever, you get it for this much or something like that, right? But
like they do, year round throughout stuff like that. Yeah.
I think it's time for Call of Duty to might be time to make that change.
I think if the rumors pan out, which it seems like they are going to,
yeah, it does.
then it absolutely is that time to do what we say here.
Yeah, they're gonna talk
Separate
more about the
bundle
game.
package.
Yeah. They're supposed to May 17th. They're supposed to talk about the game.
Okay.
Let us have that information. So I guess we'll
So
know
a
then.
little bit more right before E3 drops, and of course we'll get new trailers and gameplay footage and the usuals.
the usual wows.
The usuals.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think it's time for them to do something different.
Yeah.
Separate themselves.
Yeah.
I would be willing to jump on that if they did that. I don't care about the multiplayer, but I'd be willing to jump on
No, I
the
don't.
story
I
if
haven't
they
bought
did
one
that.
in years because of that.
And
So.
I'm not gonna.
I don't plan on it.
Not gonna.
I got way other stuff to play.
Not getting my money.
Got a lot of other stuff to play.
Hey. 30.
Baby, I got money. How we do it?
Yeah. So look, we can wrap it up, right?
Sound like a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that. K, can we wrap it up, B? All right, gave me the yes, sir. Gave me the yes, sir. So listen, here's what I need you guys to do. Yes, I need you all to do me a favor. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, and
Hit that button in the bottom.
hit the what?
Hit the button.
No, you're not saying right.
Hit the what?
Hit the thingy.
Hit the ding-a-ling bell.
Ding-a-ling. There you go.
Ding-a-ling.
Hit that ding-a-ling.
Gotta hit the ding-a-ling bell,
Hit the ding-a-ling
so
bell.
that you get notified every time we drop a new video.
You get that ding-a-ling
That's
sound.
right. It's not just LS Weekly, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah.
We have Coop's Concessions sometimes, Top 10s, Top 7s sometimes, Anime Vaults sometimes. We got Comic Shop sometimes. You know what I mean? Like there's a theme here. You know what I mean? Like
Snack bites.
sometimes. Interviews sometimes. But it's a lot.
Hey,
Like, there's a lot of
we do a lot of things on here. Sometimes.
You know what I mean? And you don't want to miss none of that.
Or the LSS, the Lotus Snacks sometimes.
So, yeah, I just, like shenanigans. That we do all the time. Always shenanigans. So, yes, please hit the ding-a-ling bell so that you can stay notified when we put up a new video. And that way, you can then like, share, and subscribe to that. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook because we post a lot of the articles and things that we like to discuss on the show there.
Yeah.
And that, you guys can start sending us questions, shoot us email, loadedsnacks@gmail.com.
Stuff you
Very
want us to
simple.
talk about on here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
You want it?
Come on now.
Get them on it.
Hey, that's what I'm
Get
trying to
on
do.
it.
That's why I said something right now.
on
So
it.
they can know to get on it with us. What do y'all want us to talk about while we sit here? The Lord of the Flies poster? The Lord of the Flies poster?
Yes,
Is that what we're talking
Lord of the
about?
Flies poster.
Lord of the Flies
Somebody tell him. I need y'all to drop in the comments. Just let my man know about Lord of the Flies. Just let him know.
I'll watch it tonight. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'll watch it tonight. I will
Where you gonna
watch
watch
it
it?
tonight.
Where you gonna watch it at?
You know I'm gonna watch it.
Where you gonna watch it? Where you gonna watch
I'm
it
gonna
at?
watch it.
Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I greatly appreciate you all tuning in and putting up with us. Let me know what y'all think about this whole Call of Duty thing, and do you think we had a good idea? And do you care about the posters that are up on the wall? Are you gonna rip some posters down? Hey, just rip anybody posters down.
There you go, that's how we do
Rip
it.
anybody
Tickets
posters
everywhere.
down. Straight up. With that, we out. Tooters and Lose. Ever, ever.
What was
Ever.
Loading snacks.
If they do the Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered, I will play that. That was my favorite.
I did that already.
No, that's Warfare 1. Modern Warfare 1. They didn't do 2 yet.
Did you say
Remastered.
2?
Yeah.
You just said Modern Warfare Remastered. I just wanted to. I'm pretty sure you just said Modern Warfare Remastered.
I said 2. Okay. But
We'll watch this. We'll run it back. Y'all let us know in the comments.